friggin' cat! Anyway, I'm going to try to be a little more positive because, you know, it feels better. Oh shit, my glue sticks are falling off. Get on there! Don't fall off of there! Anyway, working on Sarah's... Well, actually I'm not. That was yesterday. Working on Sarah's trailer hitch for the Jeep. As cause dog in the way. I made her, as you know, I made her a front bumper. By the way, buy one of my bumpers, not just because it makes me money, but because they're strong as hell. Better than plastic. I mean, Jesus. Plastic sucks. I'll make you whatever you want. Well, within reason. Seriously, I will build to order. We'll try to work together. These are the rock sliders that RC Overload had in one of his videos, and they broke. And he gave them to me, or actually gave them to Sarah, and I fixed them. But anyway, I'm working on Sarah's trailer. Fuck. Trailer! Duh! Her trailer's over there. Sorry, Devolution Dave just did his unboxing of his trailer that I made him. And his hitch. There's Sarah's hitch. That goes on the back of that. Because of the way her truck works and because of the hitches, I gotta make my bumpers a certain way for the back. So, Mr. Pop, or my popper, if you guys are gonna be wanting a hitch down the road, you know, kinda should probably figure it out ahead of time because it makes a difference on how the back bumper mounts. But if not, then, you know, I can make it, I can build anything, so just let me know. Anyway, here's Sarah's bumper thus far. This is the same as my popper's bumper is gonna be, because his wife has a truck now, and he's ordered, well, he hasn't ordered them yet, but he's going to be ordering, you know, a couple bumpers off me. He already has one. This is it so far. These little guys are going to go on the back side, just like this, and then this piece will go over top of it and then braze to that. This is just to help reinforce it. Just don't worry about that. That's the technical side of it. But it's going to look like this. See? And then I'm going to have parts like, you know, that hoop brake material. I have the same stuff going from here and then up here. Do a loop around there and back down so that way there's like a skid plate here so that way if, you know, you come off a rock, you don't catch a tire on something and then, you know, do that. But anyway, this is going to be a long video, I can tell, because I don't even have in front of me what I'm supposed to be showing you right now, because I'm doing this video for High Voltage RC. Check the guy out. He's incredible. Cat! I wanted to show you... Devolution Dave just got his trailer, and I was talking to High Voltage RC yesterday, and I told him I'd show him my trailer. Well, my baby. Okay. Here's my trailer. Now, this stuff, this tubing is like a, I don't know the size of it, half inch, quarter inch, or whatever inch. Whatever, anyway, damn it. Here's a measuring stick. Measuring stick, if you can see it. You can't really see it. Anyway, that's how thick the stuff is, okay? Almost half an inch. So, business side of it. There's my frame. I made a frame, just this, these sidebars, I'll show you on this side. This sidebar goes all the way down. It's notched, then bent, and then brazed onto this straight piece, which is actually brazed onto here as well, and goes up to here. You want this center pin in here. Otherwise, you can twist your hitch inside of itself. So that goes there. But my sides, this front section, and all the way down the side is one piece. And I know I can't really show you too good in here, but it's a loop. Hang on a second. Oh, come on. Example. Like this. That's brazed on here. Right there. And then, you know, that bolt goes through there. And then there's a nut and bolt with some spacers. I know you can't really see it. I don't have to lay down for it. But that goes through another piece of this same metal with a nut and bolt on there so that way it can pivot. You know, if it ever wears out, then I can always braze a new piece on. And then it's got a cross piece. Basically, this is like a you know, it goes the axle, a cross piece, the pivot piece, because that way I can get changed. And inside of this piece is actually a piece of brake tube that's been drilled out to fit the bolt, and it's brazed in there like a sleeve inside of this stuff. Okay, so like I drilled through, man, I wish I had better light. I drilled the hole through there, slid the brake tube in, brazed the brake tube in place, had the bolt go through that because this is like a softer metal. But once you braze it up, it gets hard. So it's okay. Now you see what I mean? And yeah, it's just all brazed. Every joint is brazed together. These little loops are brazed on. I'll show you that in a sec. This same tubing again. Same with Devolution Dave's trailer. Same with Sarah's trailer. Same with this trailer. From all the way through the axle is a piece of brake tube that's hollow. Goes all the way through. It's brazed on either end so it doesn't slide out. And on the inside, it's just a self-tapping bolt that's threaded in. It gets tons of grip and grabs on, the same as Devolution Dave's trailer. And with some grease, because it's what I'm using. When you buy the brake tube, you'll see these guys on the end like this. Like it comes with a couple of these little threaded rods on here, and they're brass. So you just drill out the center hole and you thread that in, and then you got a brass bushing, which also is, if it'll stay still for me, is perfect size to go on the axle. With a little bit of grease, that will last you forever. When you do have to replace the axle tube, you just heat it up and then slide it out. And so that's basically what piece of brake tube inside of there is, the axle stub. That is your axle hub. You can't figure out a different way. This is just the way I chose to do it because it worked out and I got to use parts that I had with the brake tube. And that is what the axle is. Okay. Now, inside of my tires, I have closed cell memory foams. Or not, fuck, I always say that. Closed cell foams so they don't squish down. So that way if I'm putting like... come here, you big sumbitch. So if I'm putting my truck on here, see, the tires don't squish. That's what I had to do. Okay. I'll be right back into that. Okay. And so, yeah. Now, the fenders, this is cut out of a piece of old toolbox. Actually, this toolbox, it's one of the drawers inside. I took it out, and that's what this is made out of. And it's cut here, and the notch is taken out, and then bent and folded over, and then the seam brazed up. Yeah, you can see the seam right there. So I just cut out a piece, bend that down, braze the seam like such. Sarah's or trailers are curved, you know, like a loop. Same with Dave's. And then I just cut like a half moon out for the fenders. I mean, you can make two of those too, right? And then these parts are also part of toolbox. It's just, you know, cut across there with a foot here. That's the run for the tires. Now, this is like thin mesh caging that was on top of like an animal cage, like for a snake. Now, I couldn't weld this stuff because it's too thin, and I couldn't braze it because it burns before it heats. So what I did is I put these pieces over top, I clamped it down, and then I carefully actually, I think I welded these ones, but you could braze it, and I just brazed it on the edge, not too close to the metal, not too close to the mesh, and then by having it clamped and then you braze it, it's going to pinch this mesh inside, and the mesh, once you get both sides on, it will never go anywhere. And this is a spot where I didn't have enough, and I just kind of, I think this is called shoe goo. I put a bunch on here for the two mesh pieces and squished it. And, you know, there's my hitch. It's just a plastic ball end with a screw going through, threaded into it, pivoting on the hitch. And it's just stacked up pieces, because it's all I had. And get one of my ramps out here. Just gotta undo the I gotta make different bungees for this. Okay. You don't even need to have the bungees on there, really. The ramps won't go anywhere. But there's my ramps. It's the same box tubing. That is my frame. And, you know, I just drilled a shitload of holes. Stuck some metal through there. So these are actually bunny cage pieces cut out. And those are bent and brazed on. And then they just pop on like so. And then, you know, they can handle different angles. And then you just drive your truck onto the ramp if you want to. You don't have to. I just did this because, you know, that's how I build. If I'm going to build it and it needs ramps, and that's what I'm going to put. Plus it was mine. Cat. Anyway, so, high voltage RC. I hope this somewhat helps you. See, you can see the box tubing. It's just box tubing from an old umbrella cage, or sorry, an old umbrella, like a sun backyard umbrella. I'm gonna go see if I can get some more of this stuff because I have more builds to do and I need to find more of this stuff. So hopefully I can get some more soon. I'm gonna go check a couple places. But yeah, so these are just clamped on, brazed. These are brazed to that tandem axle. See, you can see that the suspension will work. It works enough. And because it's tandem axle locked together, when you go over bumps, if one tire goes over, it works so fluently. But yeah, so there you go. It's just a little bit of toolbox. Actually, you can get quite a bit of articulation. And you know, you could probably have like about 50 pounds on this thing. I wouldn't do that, but it would hold it. Yeah. So that's how I did my hitch. See, it's just a bunch of pieces stacked up. But you know what? This is what I had to make it with, right? That's what's important. Building with passion is, you know, kind of gives you the element to see something in something else, or find another use for something to make it useful for whatever you want. Now, I've thought about trying to sell this trailer. I don't know if I will sell this trailer, because I know that if I did sell this trailer, you know, I would probably see. I like these. I got these rims for something else, but if I did, but they just, you know, they suit the trailer so much. It's just these say trailer plus these tires. I don't like these tires, so perfect for a trailer. But I've never really thought too much about selling it. If I did, I would probably want a fair bit for it as a result, because, you know, I did put a lot of time into it. I did put a lot of effort into it. As you can see, it fits a honcho. Here, let me get a stand under there. This is going to be a long video, obviously. But whatever. I don't care. Cat! So there you go. Everybody, I hope you like it. Like I said, that trailer, the tires came with one of my trucks. Oh, when I bought my Dingo a while back. You know, that's what the tires are from. So they're brand new tires. I just never used them. Same with Dave's trailer. Those tires on Dave's trailer were brand new honcho rims. They've never touched dirt. So yeah, so the trailer tires came with the truck. The wheels I bought from something else. You know, I'd say about $60 for worth of wheels and tires in total. But the rest of it was basically made out of junk. And as a result, I got a strong trailer that will totally last the test of time. And like I said, I've never put much thought into selling it. If I did, I would want a fair bit for it, because it is better than some companies that make trailers, you know. Anyway, I hope that helps. And if you need any more information, let me know. I'll try to help you out with videos or whatever you want. And High Voltage RC, I hope this helps you with building your trailer. If not, let me know and I'll help you out. This has already been a long video. Okay, guys, I gotta go because I gotta get working on bumpers now. So I got 4 bumpers to build. 1 for Sarah and 2 for somebody else. 3 for somebody else. Anyway, later, guys. Have fun. Remember, build with passion and be true to your real friends.